in-between time. Hello, good afternoon, good night, good morning, tomorrow, all those things in between. Thank y'all, Facebook, for joining in. It's about that time where sharing is caring, so go ahead and share this video with your family, share this video with your friends, because that's what I'm doing right now. It's glad to be back in the studio. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear who I am talking to.
The opinions expressed in this show do not reflect the views of WBND Studios or any associated affiliates. It's Ty and Cody on purpose.
Ty and Cody WBND Radio.
Hey, everybody. Nothing.
WBND Radio.
We're doing marriage unfiltered. Ty and Cody Show.
WBNDRadio.com.
Catch us every Monday at 8:30.
Share the video, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Live purposefully.
Love purposefully on Ty and
Cody on purpose.
Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. It is the Ty and Cody on Purpose Show, live back in the studio here on WBNDRadio.com.
We've missed y'all.
Yeah, I didn't forget to say the radio.com part this week. Last time I said WBND.com. WBNDRadio.com. And yeah, we missed y'all. We were out last week. We had a lot of stuff going on, and I really, you know what actually warms my heart? I really like when people...
I thought he was gonna say, Mr. Entertainment, I miss you. He was like, I miss you.
Is that why you perked up for me?
I did. You saw. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He perked up like I was about to say. I was like, oh, yeah, Mr. Entertainment, we missed you. Yeah. No, we do. In all seriousness, we do. But it really warms my heart when I actually get a text or whatnot from people and they say, "Hey, are y'all live tonight? Because we don't hear y'all."
That's good.
Yeah, I got a few of those last week too. So
that
thanks
really,
for the love.
Yeah, really lets me know that y'all are out there listening and paying attention and all that other stuff in between. So we got to give a shout out to y'all, our listeners and our viewers who are out there on Facebook land and WBND Radio and our TuneIn family. We appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every Monday here from 8 to 9 p.m. on WBNDRadio.com. If you have the app, you are doing big things. Speaking of the app, did you actually download the app from for the Roku or the Apple Store and all those other places? Yeah, so make sure you download the WBND app. It is absolutely free, as you just heard Mr. Entertainment say. Got to give a shout out to Miss Joyce and Miss Kalika and David and I got Cousin in the building. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this video with your friends. Share this video with your family. What's going on, Tina? I see you just tuned in as well. We got a great show for y'all today. We are talking about this ups and downs of the journey. What journey could that be, pray tell? The marriage journey. We're talking about the ups and downs. You're killing me with those glasses over there.
These are my Matrix.
But like
with the one side, yeah.
But because of the fact that he has one side missing, it's crooked on his face, and that's why I'm laughing.
They're my backup
But
glasses.
you can only see the right side.
Until
he turns around.
For those, but I can see. I can see him. But people on Facebook probably looking like, how he able to keep his glasses on his face magically? He got them spectacles, like, you know, old people get the spectacles where they want to
be nice.
No. They put the, and it's not even old people no more, but they put the strap around their neck and they hold them up and they able to flip them up and put them on their face with the strap around their neck.
You know what? With modern technology, I wonder how will glasses change, right? Because to me, they've stayed pretty much nostalgia forever. They really haven't.
Google goggles have transform vision.
But
now.
I was with you for Google goggles to transform vision, but they came and went, because I wanted a pair.
I did too,
but I never got any, and I know that they had been trying to put stuff in contacts and whatnot, so you can actually see stuff in weird ways in contacts and glasses.
Gotcha.
I don't know what's going on, Maurice. What's going on, Crystal? Crystal was the one who actually texted me last week and was like, "Hey, y'all live on the air because I missed y'all." And I was like, "Oh no."
Toya did too.
Yeah, Toya and Black. You know. So yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every Monday here on the Ty and Cody on Purpose Show. Y'all got to know this number by now that I'm getting ready to give you. It's 803-692-6370. That is the number here in the studio. We love hearing you all's voices. You can give us a call during any point during this time of the show, because we just love to hear what you all talk about and what's going on in your lives and what's going on in your relationships and so forth. But again, today, y'all, we are talking about marriage journey. The marriage journey, the ups and downs of it. are a lot of ups and downs of the marriage journey. And we're gonna try to get into a few of those. I got a letter to share with y'all.
This is good for newlyweds too.
This is good for newlyweds, those who are engaged, those who are even thinking about getting married. Because it ain't just for people who are already married. Those who are even thinking about getting married. And like I said, I got a letter that I want to share with y'all too, that I want to get your opinions on and see how we go from there. And yes, family, I want your opinions too. 803-692-6370 is the number here in the studio. You are listening to the Ty and Cody on Purpose Show on WBNDradio.com. As always, our show sponsor is TNC Travel. Go ahead and hit up TNC Travel, and that's travel at TyronDior.com. We can take care of all your travel needs, whether that be group travel, whether that be cruises, or destinations. Destination travel is what is up, I promise you. But I like cruising as well, because I like the all-inclusive factor of it. I've never been to an all-inclusive resort, but I've done the all-inclusive cruises.
You said all-inclusive resort?
Yeah, like you ever gone like to a destination, like flew and just get there and everything's included?
Oh wow, no.
I've never done one of those.
I've
gone to resorts before, but I've never done an all-inclusive resort.
Neither have I.
You usually have to pay for the stuff extra, whether it be your drinks or your food, or your entertainment and things like that. So I'm trying to get to an all-inclusive resort one of these days, and I think I'm gonna do it through TNT Travel. Yes, TNC Travel. Travel at TyronDior.com, TYRENDIOR, for all your travel needs. All right. I don't know.
Really?
That just came to my mind for some
classic.
random reason. Yes. Yo, so let's get into our marriage joke of the week.
Is it funny this week, though?
My marriage joke of the week wasn't funny the other week?
You don't have it,
God.
Cody? I thought you was doing it.
No.
No, you remember when
How
she
you gonna
supposed to
call
come
me
up
out
with
like
Cody's
that?
top tips? What was Cody's top 10?
Seriously?
Yeah, because you was on fire for a minute.
She
then you
was doing
stopped.
Cody's top tips or Cody's
That's why
top
you
10.
tongue tied, because you.
Hey,
Yeah.
you stopped doing them, so that means
Cody's
next
top
time we do a
tip.
live show, it's Cody's top top. She tippity. That's why I'm taking you a drink.
No,
So the
I thought
next
that was
live-
just for.
Nope.
Because it was around Father's Day.
You've done it several times. So next
thought it
live
was
show,
just for that too.
Cody is doing Cody's top tips. Since she's not doing her top 10, because we were stuck on top 10, and she would never come up with 10.
No. Mm-mm. Okay, Cody's top tips.
So, marriage joke of the week, since she got jokes, so we're going to see how this one goes. This marriage joke of the week, I personally titled The Toast. Again, people, I do not make up these jokes. I don't write these jokes or anything else in between. I just find the jokes funny, and I share them with y'all. So, let's see how it goes.
Okay.
An Irishman says something he shouldn't have about his wife at the pub. This is brilliant, y'all. Joe O'Reilly hoisted his beer and said, "Here's to spending the rest of me life between the legs of me wife." That won him top prize at the pub for the best toast of the night. He went home and told his wife, "Mary, I won the prize for the best toast of the night." She said, "Hey, did you now? And what was your toast?" John said, "Here's to spending the rest of me life sitting in church beside me wife." "Oh, that is very nice indeed, John," Mary said. The next day, Mary ran into one of John's drinking buddies on the street corner. The man chuckled, as Cody just did, leeringly, and said, "John won the prize last night at the pub for the toast about you, Mary." She said, "Hey, he told me. I was a bit surprised myself. You know, he's only been there twice in the last 4 years. Once he fell asleep, and the other time I had to pull him up by his ears to make him come." Y'all don't get it? No.
You know
Cody.
what?
Cody got it. Mr. Entertainment actually said yes within the first 3 seconds. You get the
Yes.
bill, my
Yeah, you
guy.
would get that
You
one.
better pull them ears. I love it.
But that was funny because he told his wife a complete lie, and so based upon his lie, she thinks he's talking about church. Meanwhile, his buddy's actually talking about what he actually really gave the toast was, because he said that he spends the rest of his life in between his wife's legs.
Okay, I did get that right. I was getting ready to say, like, okay.
Just for those people out there who did not get it, because you usually don't. Yes, Crystal, really. I gave a joke that you actually would probably approve of. Eric is out there laughing. We appreciate E.
Of
appreciate
course
you tuning
E is
in.
laughing.
Yo, E, you posted a picture of some food the other day that I really need to get me a plate of. He is actually a chef down there in Florida, doing it big. I need to get me a plate. E. I see you doing big things down there, chefing it up in Florida. Don't forget, y'all can share this video with your friends. Share it, Ty and Cody on Preppy Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If y'all have not joined us or liked our pages on social media, go ahead and do so. I promise you, we won't bite, but we do post some pretty cool stuff out there. Speaking of cool stuff, let's get into our hot topics. I got our national days. Yes. So this week, actually, before I even get into this week, let me give big, huge shout outs to Team Blackman. Yes, Team Blackman, which is our neighbors, celebrated their 18th anniversary yesterday.
Awesome.
So I got to give a shout out to Team Blackman, Dana and Black, Mandrell Blackman. Big kudos.
Congratulations.
Big kudos to y'all. 18 years in the making. I think they've known each other for a lot longer than that, but 18 years in the making. And even just last week, Cody and I celebrated our 6th anniversary last Tuesday. So that was a big deal. So for those who wondered why we were not on air last Monday, you know what? Why we were not on air last Monday, it's because we were out there celebrating our anniversary, and actually we were celebrating with our kids. We actually took the time out to spend some time with our kids last Monday, and then we actually celebrated our anniversary on Tuesday, and then my birthday on that Wednesday.
And how old might you be?
So moving on.
Really, dude?
5 years younger than you. So do you want to tell us how old you are? So that way people can figure out how old I am. See? Talking about my mama. See? Talking about my mama.
She had you.
Hey, Crystal, don't be talking about me, man. Yeah, my head has been itching since I got it done the other day. You see me over here scratching my head. That ain't funny, Crystal. This is the reason why you missed us last week. So you can sit here and talk about
Pat
this.
don't scratch. Like you got a weave or something.
Right. So I'm like, Crystal, this is why you missed us last week, so you can talk about us. But yeah, got to give a shout out to Team Blackman and Team Robertson. We celebrated anniversaries last week, as well as Blackman's celebrated their anniversary yesterday. Got to love those Leo anniversaries and those Leo birthdays, y'all.
So I would say for those who are celebrating anniversaries that we don't know about, please share that with us because we want to be able to celebrate with you.
Yes. We definitely want to celebrate your anniversary. So go ahead and post them. Go ahead and share them. Y'all can hit us up on social media, hit us up online, or heck, even give us a call. We want to hear y'all talk about your own anniversary. 803-692-6370 is the number here in the studio. But it is also National Fraud Awareness Week. That's a pretty interesting one.
Wait, what? National who?
Fraud.
Not
I thought
frog. You said frog.
Fraud Awareness Week. It is the first full week, or actually second full week in August. Fraud Awareness Week and National Farmers Market Week.
Oh, I like that.
But it's interesting because the farmers market near us just kind of closed randomly about a month ago. I'm like, why would you close so early? Yeah, in the summer. I just thought that was kind of odd. Today is the 13th, right? Yeah, 13th. But y'all know I never know what day it is. It is National Left-Handers Day. Anybody left-handed?
Who?
My daughter.
Your daughter's left-handed?
Really? I
Riley.
love southpaws. I think southpaws are just
She's unique.
You know what? I never knew what that meant. I just thought that was a boxing style in southpaw. I was like, I was like, what is a southpaw? Why do they call it southpaws? Do you know that?
I don't, but I'm about to tell you.
Gotcha. Well, you look that up and let us know. But it is National Left-Handers Day.
But you're right. It is tied to boxing. So it is a left-handed person, especially a boxer who leads with the right hand, or a baseball pitcher.
Oh, okay. See, I've never heard it in terms of baseball. I've always heard it in terms of boxing. Our son, our youngest son, he actually, I want to say he's more like ambidextrous because he can do stuff with his left as well as he can do stuff with his right.
He's a baseball player?
More of a basketball, but he's just a gamer now. Dude sits in front of the daggone video game system all day, every day, all night. Fortnite, dog. Oh, let me tell you, and Cody said she heard it, and I heard it too. Just this past weekend, you wake up at 6-7 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom. That's what you do when you get older, or even earlier than that at night. And all of a sudden, you hear gaming's going off, and I'm going, "Is this dude still up playing Fortnite?" He is. He even got him a Twitch account. He told me to share it, but I don't remember what it is. So I will share his Twitch account so people can actually go, because gamers now, they broadcast
record it or something?
Yeah, they record and broadcast them actually playing games. People pay to watch it.
Oh, wow.
And they even got tutors to play Fortnite. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not into video games like I used to be.
Money to be made and everything, huh?
It must be.
It is.
Yeah. Crystal said her nephew stuck on that daggone game too. So yeah, that game. I mean, people are literally making money out there, hand over fist with that
It's
game.
Well,
a
we need
free
to
game.
play it in order to figure out what the whole phenomenon is.
It is
Grossed $1 billion.
It's a free game.
Oh.
Yeah, but they
$1 billion.
With a B?
A free game grossed $1 billion. That's
because you
crazy.
put the add-ins, so you buy
Right.
weapons, you buy a car, you
But their
buy like different
sponsorships must
stuff.
be through
It's
the
out
roof.
the roof.
Yeah,
My 9-year-old loves it.
Yeah,
Wow.
they even got conventions for gamers. But anyway, so yeah, that's what he does. He doesn't even really play ball like that no more. He is playing back to football this year. But it's National Relaxation Day on the 15th.
Ooh.
I'm really liking that day. I'm looking forward to.
Do I hear a mental health day?
Oh, I was like, what are you over there
said the
doing? You
15th?
just started like she just had
Yeah.
the 15th. I don't know what that was about, Cody. but
National
she
Massage
just,
Day.
I said National Relaxation Day, and she just she just started moving her
I
hands.
love the
and
word relax.
I didn't know what she was.
I didn't either.
About to do.
She blessing you, dog.
Hey, it is National Tell a Joke Day on the 16th. So if y'all got jokes, y'all think y'all's daggone marriage jokes are funnier than mine, I always challenge y'all, share your jokes. Share your jokes with us, 803-692-6370, or hit us up on Facebook. You can send them in via email at coach@aplmcoaching.com. Again, that's coach@aplmcoaching.com. Share your jokes. Tell a joke. Share it on our Facebook page or Instagram page or Twitter page. National Tell a Joke Day on the 16th. National Roller Coaster Day is also on the 16th. And I will say...
will King's Dominion and Carowinds have free entry on that day?
Doubt it. Doubt
I was about to
it.
say, that'd be great.
Doubt it. And for those who actually don't ride roller coasters, you will enjoy this next day. While those who ride roller coasters ride their roller coasters. National Rum Day. Yes, National Rum Day.
Go rum.
Go rum.
Oh, I'm gonna have to miss out.
I like a good margarita with rum. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Margarita with rum? Which the margarita has tequila in it, doesn't it?
It has a rum in it too.
Margarita and, tequila
Yes.
and rum?
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but National Rum Day, we actually had a, we went to St. Croix the year after we got married, and they actually make cruising rum there.
Love it.
Good stuff.
Very good.
I'm going to skip over I Love My Feet Day, National Fajita Day, and Mail Order Catalog Day, and Aviation Day. We're going to go jump to...
My wife loves fajitas.
she love fajitas?
That's what we do to the Mexican restaurant. I do the top shelf with the rum.
Okay.
And she does the fajita, and I do the roast con pollo or the pollo con queso.
Okay, but the fajitas do get you though. You go to the Mexican restaurants and they come out with the fajita all be sizzling and steaming, and you like, what they got over there?
Yes.
Can you just, sir, what would you like? Give me whatever they got right there that's steaming and sizzling, and then when you get it, you be like, oh, this ain't really what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it has to be good. A good
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, I don't know too many good places except for the places
Look
that
where
we
all the
visit.
cars are at.
We
That's where you
visited
go.
when we were in Mexico. the place we was in Mexico has some great food. That much I do know. That much. So if you want, but you know what? And I was a little, I didn't say I was offended, but Cody pointed out why. But I was like, hey, if I go to Mexico, I want real Mexican food. I don't want Americanized Mexican food. And it was so much Americanized Mexican food. I was like,
You thought that was Americanized?
it was like not all of it, but there were a lot of places, and it was just like, yeah, I can get this back in the States. Give me what you eat. Like when I go to places, I like to experience exactly what you experience.
Yeah, I like, makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that's just me personally. You say you like what? Wait, that just caught me. You like what? Mr. Entertainment? You want to repeat that?
No.
No, okay. I was just, he just caught me off guard by that one. Yeah. So National Soft Serve Ice Cream Day is on the 19th because it is super hot outside. National Soft Serve Ice Cream Day. Don't forget, y'all, if you have not, you can still book your crew, blah.
Your trip?
Y'all want to say that for me? Because I apparently cannot
It's
get
You
tongue
can
twister
still
night
book your
tonight.
trip on the APLMC Valentine's Day Getaway Cruise.
Yes, we are cruising February 11th through the 16th of 2019 on the Carnival Paradise at the APLMC Valentine's Getaway Cruise, hitting Mexico. Mexican food. We actually go to Mexico, the Cozumel, Mexico, and the Grand Cayman, y'all.
Hello.
So we will be getting that Mexican food straight from the source, so we can get them fajitas, Mr. Entertainment, and that margarita, the rum, and the tequila in it, the way that we actually likes to have it done. So the APLMC Valentine's Getaway Cruise, again, February 11th through the 16th of 2019. It is not too late to join us on this ship, y'all. Book your cabin today or tonight or this morning or wherever you are. Book your cabin. We're sailing out of Tampa, Florida, and again hitting up Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico, and Grand Cayman. We're doing a sail away party. We're gonna do some games, some seminars, and all that. We're even doing some giveaways on board the Carnival Paradise, y'all. We will have a great time. Go ahead and book your cabin today by hitting us up at coach@aplmcoaching.com, or just go to our website, which is aplmcoaching.com.
Is there a booking area so when they book, are you guys together, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we will be actually eating together, but you can actually make special requests depending on what type of cabin you book, is whether or not you actually be with everyone else. Because I can't guarantee you everyone will be together, because some people want balconies, some people want inside cabins, some people want outside cabins, and so because the prices vary and so forth, and some people like to go high class, and they're like, I want the cabin on the top of the ship. So not everybody can afford the cabin on top of the ship.
Get your cabin on top of the ship.
This guy here who can't afford the cabin on the top of the ship, so I will be at the bottom. No, not necessarily the bottom, but I'll be in there.
You're not the bottom. Cody's like, we don't do the bottom.
No, I don't do the bottom.
No, but we gonna be in there though, yo. We're going to be in there on the cabin, on the ship, and we hitting up those fun places. So hit us up, aplmcoaching.com. Reserve your cabin today. Yes, as well as the text club, y'all. If y'all have not forgotten, take out your phones and join the daggone text club. The APLMC text club is very simple to do. Text the letters APLMC to the number 33222. Again, that's APLMC to the number 33222. We want you to join the text club, not necessarily for our own benefit, but for your own. Because there are a lot of times where we have those ups and downs in marriages. We do this whole marriage journey or relationship journey or whatever it is you want to that you're in or you want to call it, and you just need some encouragement. And you just need someone to say, hey, you know what? Today will be a great day. Go love on your spouse. Or maybe you should try this to get your spouse's attention. Or maybe you should do this. Or, go pray with your spouse or whatever it may be. There's always some sort of tidbits that we just actually like sharing with our listeners, our viewers, our followers, those who are part of, our APLMC family or even the Ty and Cody on Purpose family.
Yeah, speaking of which, I really liked today's text club message. Do you mind if I share?
I do not mind at all.
It states, the things you take for granted about your spouse, someone else is out there desiring. Cherish what you have because it could be gone or with someone else.
That is so true. That is so true. A lot of us, we take for granted a lot of things that our spouse do, their thought. We just don't show appreciation. And it was and I always like to invite you all into Cody and I's relationship in our bedroom, and not in that sense, but our conversations. Yeah. And I'm a tap y'all into some conversations. Can you clean that up, please? Later. Mr. Entertainment is over here cracking up laughing. But I like to bring y'all into our conversations, because we just had the conversation just the other day in regards to just being appreciative of your spouse. And sometimes the way we show our appreciation is not the way that we think that we're showing it. So it's you have to make sure that you do it, and that's why we are big proponents of the 5 love languages. So that way, when you're showing your appreciation and you're showing your love for your spouse, you're speaking it in their love language, so they understand that you love them and that you appreciate them, or you're doing things for them, or you're speaking words of affirmation for them, or you're spending quality time, or touching them, or whatever the case may be that speaks to your spouse. So go ahead and don't forget to take the 5 love languages assessment, so you can figure out what your love language is or your spouse's love language is, and share that love language with your spouse so they can learn how to speak to you. So that way you can feel appreciated, they can feel appreciated, and they're not getting that from someone else. Because again, a lot of times we moan and complain and cry about our spouse not doing this, not doing that, and old boy at work or old girl at the grocery store or whoever it is over there complimenting your husband or complimenting your wife, and they over there grinning and smiling, and meanwhile doing stuff that your husband should be doing or doing things that your wife should be doing in the first place. So let's not take those things for granted, and go ahead and love on your spouse while you can before somebody else comes in and tries to take them from you, which I do not condone.
I'm not gonna say anything.
You've been quiet today, Mr. Entertainment.
That means he wants to say something.
Yes, I do.
Say it,
but I'm
Mr.
not.
Entertainment.
Because
let's pull out the soapbox. Say it, Mr.
Because
Entertainment.
why do we always have to say that? Like, what is so hard about appreciating what you have? And here's what I realize: a lot of Americans are hoarders.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hoard something, that means that you holding on to something that doesn't serve a purpose.
Okay.
For example, there was this story of a man who had a fancy car. It was a 1967 Chevrolet. And God asked him, said, what were you planning on doing with that 1967 Chevrolet? He says, I wanted to keep it as a souvenir. And he said, well, what is the purpose of it? And he didn't have a purpose for it. And because he held on to it and didn't do anything with it, he punished him because he cherished something that supposedly had a purpose and he didn't let it fulfill its purpose. Just gonna leave
So,
it at that.
but is it because he didn't know what the purpose was, or was it because? And I'm not trying to jack up the story.
No, it's
but-
fine. It's because he held on to it and didn't want to
And
do
didn't-
anything with it.
Gotcha.
You see, so when we take a spouse in, you just can't take a spouse and put him in the barn like a horse. You have to take that spouse and you have to work it and nurture it and ride it and do all that fun stuff with it. I'm just saying.
With your spouse, Mr. Entertainment,
Yes.
you gotta take it, and ride it, and
So
Y'all
that was
kill me.
that was like a little blurb headline there, but yeah.
yes, Crystal, I love romance too. Romance is, I get your point though, Mr. Entertainment.
Yeah, it was
so
one
you
of those
should be
soapbox. I
showing
told you.
appreciation, to your spouse in the ways that you can. And that speaks to them because we do it so much. We speak to us, but we got to do it that speaks to your actual spouse as well.
Like I said, I don't want to be a Donald Downer. I don't want to kind of keep.
Oh
the
no,
show
you're fine. But that was hilarious when you started talking about your spouse. But last but not least, my last announcement for the night. Next week, y'all, we are doing a big event, and yes, I say a big event, and it is Man Cave Saturday next Saturday. But
At
we're
the barbershop?
doing it, yes, Mr.
Okay, I just
Entertainment.
wanna make
You're stealing
sure,
my
'cause
thunder, sir. No.
I was like, did I
He's
miss?
excited.
Because I was like, when was? I thought it was last week.
Wait, if it was last week and you ain't know, you just missing? You supposed to be there? You providing the music? Oh, come on,
Yes,
Mr.
I am.
Entertainment. Yes. Yes, this Mr. Entertainment just gave away. No, but we've been announcing it, and I've been posting it on Facebook, posting on Instagram, posting on Twitter. Yo, we are doing Man Cave Saturday. We each and every third Saturday we do APLMC Man Cave, and it is usually here at the offices of A Purposeful Life Marriage Coaching. Howsoever, this Saturday coming, we are doing it big. We are going to Blessings Hair Care Barbershop, and we are doing Man Cave in the barbershop. So it is the exact same thing we do here at the offices of A Purposeful Life Coaching, and we're going to actually take it to the barbershop over in Concord. Blessings Hair Care Barbershop, and it's 3665 Concord Parkway, South Concord, North Carolina, 28207. Again, that's 3665 Concord Parkway South, Concord, North Carolina, 28027. Yo, we're doing it. We even extended the time, y'all. We're doing it from 12 to 4. There will be food. There will be giveaways. And when I heard about some of the giveaways, I was like, yo, I'm like, there's like literally, like the barbershop is donating gift cards. Like, and we'll be giving away like 2 or 3 gift cards worth anywhere from $25 to $100 an hour.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when I went over there the other day, and the owner of the barbershop, John, actually said we giving away gift cards from $25 to $100, 2 or 3 of them per hour. I was like, dog, you doing it big over here, ain't you? So yeah, we're giving away gift cards. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have drinks, non-alcoholic, of course. We're gonna we got music. We got man talk. We got haircuts. We got all that stuff going on next Saturday, August 18th at Blessings Hair Care Barbershop and Salon. I say salon because there is a salon in the back for you women. We'll let y'all go back there and get y'all hair done. But the men, and I even say bring your sons. Bring your sons. I mean, I know that was like a rite of passage for me going to the barbershop when I was older.
Yeah.
My father used to take me, and after a while I wound up going by myself. But yeah, it was like, you sitting there and you get all it's the experience, man. It is the experience of the barbershop. So we're doing Man Cave at the barbershop this week, coming August 18th, this coming Saturday at Blessings Hair Care Barbershop, 3665 Concord Parkway South. That's Concord, North Carolina. I would love to see all of you all in the building, in the place to be. You do not have to be married. Usually the man cave is for our husbands, but you know this we're doing this regular style. We're doing this man cave. You don't have to be married. We're gonna talk about relationships. We're gonna talk about marriage. We're gonna talk about the stuff. We're gonna talk about sports. We're gonna talk about all the stuff that we usually talk about, and we're recording it. So we will be recording it for the Ty and Cody on Purpose show, so that way you all can get an opportunity to see what goes on during man cave a little bit. So it'll be pretty interesting, y'all. It'll be a live broadcast as well, if I'm not mistaken, right, Mr.
It is
Entertainment?
live.
It will be a live broadcast as
Nice.
well. So you all will be able to tune in on Saturday and hear Mr. Entertainment on the ones and twos and see what goes down in Man Cave. So this you will get an opportunity to peek into, Cody. Although you won't be there, but you'll get an opportunity to peek into.
But ladies, you can join. I won't be there because I'm going to be out of town.
Oh yeah, you can join. We're gonna put y'all back in the salon because this is Man Cave. So unless you dropping off your son
It's a
or
public
your
place,
husband,
so
you know this is still
Holla.
Man Cave. Men about nuptials. 12 to 6, Blessings Hair Care Salon and Barbershop next Saturday. So, as I mentioned, today's topic, we're actually talking about the ups and downs of the marriage journey. But before I even want to get there, what's going on, Lance? I see you in the building. I found this letter that I wanted to share with y'all, and I want to get you all's thoughts and opinions because Cody and I, I like being around other couples. I don't know about you. I just like being around other couples. You know, especially
Yeah, I
couples
do.
that are positive, and you can, again, I always just like that positive energy you get from other couples. They encourage you. Sometimes we just need encouragement sometimes, and just to being around other couples is just a really good thing. So I found this letter. We accept letters, y'all. Y'all sending your letters. We'll read them on air. But I found this letter, and it was pretty interesting. And I wanted to get you all's thoughts and opinions because it kind of ties as well into tonight's topic of the ups and downs of the marriage journey. So he says this. Me and my wife met this couple about 4 years ago, a younger couple than us, but we have been rocking hard with this couple since day one. We call each other brother and sisters. Straight love them. We all moved to the same place. We have kids around the same ages. We all like the same stuff. So our lives are basically intertwined together. Now this other couple are going through rough times now. Naturally, men speak more closely to each other, and the women have the same relationship. Basically, they're talking divorce, and definitely separation is happening now. The other couple have literally been our best friends for years. How do I treat this? Keep being a real homie to my dude, or stop talking to him altogether because his wife is my friend and sister? I love them both together, but I will have to end my friendship if they end their marriage. Please give me advice on this. This is serious.
I wonder why he feels as though his relationship would have to end with the husband if the marriage is dissolved. I think that's a bit of a stretch. And I know we don't have much color to say why he feels that way. But I think especially during this time, and if you're a true friend,
Right.
wouldn't you
Wanna
be there
there?
through the thick and thin to be able to encourage, support, if nothing else, just be a listening ear and maybe hopefully to provide some encouragement?
I would
I don't
think
know.
so
That's
as
my
well.
take on it.
Mr.
But
Entertainment, what saith you, sir? And before you even actually give your opinion, we want to hear you all's thoughts and opinions on this as well. 803-692-6370. You can also hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We will read your responses live on air because I want to help this young guy out. I really want to help this guy. He apparently has become friends. Him and his wife have become friends with another couple. They got kids together, around the same age. They hang out. They like a lot of the same stuff. But unfortunately, this couple friend of theirs is going through a rough time where they're actually talking about separation and potentially even divorce. Now he's at a cross point for himself to say, hey, if they go through with this divorce, I don't know if I can still be friends with him. What should I do?
And now that I think about it, going back to my divorce from my previous marriage, I'm trying to think if I lost any friends through that process and maybe the reason why. And I do recall, yes, I did lose some friends, but that was more so because they were friends of his first versus my friends.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I became friends by default.
Gotcha. Mr. Entertainment, what saith you, sir?
So it's kind of one of those like throw up in the air kind of things and pick your poison. But I'm going to pick both because if you're really friends at all, like say for example, you and Cody, right? If something, whatever was to happen, I would definitely say there can't be a disconnect because as a friend, I'm connected, right? So if you need me, Ty, I would expect to be able to say, you know what? I can't help what happened between you and Cody unless I was a part of it.
Right.
If I was the cause of the divorce, then there would be a disconnect. But because I have love for the both of you, I'll be there for you through thick and thin. At the end of the day, that's you guys. But hopefully, as a friend, I'm encouraging you, I'm pouring into you to maybe say, you know, if you want it straight up, then I'll give it to you straight up. And maybe you'll see a side to say, you know what? Maybe there was a fault and I can help you see the light to bring your marriage back together if it was meant to be.
Right.
And vice versa. I'm not picking sides, but I'm being a true friend on both sides because I'm neutral, right?
Right.
I love Ty because he has a certain thing that I love about him. I love Cody because a certain thing about her, but I won't pit you two against each other.
Right.
If anything, I'm going to sow into you life.
And I think you bring up a very good point because it feels like if you do distance yourself, it feels like, you know, were you a true friend in the first place?
Yeah.
Crystal even says, if you're a friend, then you're a friend. So, and I think that's truly the point that you have to really take. Like, if you're a friend, you're a friend. And you really, to your point, Cody, you want to be there for your friend if they're going through a rough time in their life, to just say, you know what, I can't be friends with you no more because your wife is like a sister to me. Then, and if I thought I was supposed to be your brother.
But you see what happened, right? So you'll try to get me to not be a friend of hers, and that's not fair to me.
Exactly.
You know, like, why are you doing that? So then me and you may fall out because I'm still saying, you know what, Cody is cool with me. Now, whatever you're divorcing about, like, fix it, because again, at the end of the day, you might not have a wife, but you may have a friend for life.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a husband or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
So let's go a little bit deeper, and this is just all hypothetical, right? To say, let's say the cause of the divorce is a reason that you personally don't agree with. Then what do you do?
I.e. infidelity or something like that. Like,
Right.
you know. And I think to Mr. Entertainment's point, as he said earlier, that's where that friendship comes into play. Because if, and I'm not speaking this over any, but I say, I'm just not going to use Mr. Entertainment. I'm going to say somebody random. You know, and my friend and his wife are going through something and I know that he's cheating. That's me as a friend, that a true friend needs to pull his coattail and say, yo, what you're doing is wrong.
Come on.
And this is possibly the reason, not even possibly, but this is maybe the reason why your wife feels a certain way, and I would not be a true friend if I was not straight up and honest with you. A lot of us have a lot of these yes men and these yes women who encourage you to do things because either they're single or they're not happy in their marriage or they don't like your spouse or whatever the case. So they're quick to say, oh, you know, yeah, I'll just agree with whatever it is you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it, so on and so forth. But if you truly have a true friend, then the true friend's going to pull you aside and say, look, bruh, look, sis, this is truly what's going on, and I don't agree with what you're doing, as you just said. And I think, again, that's being a true friend.
For example, if Cody was to beat you as a spouse, right? You know,
Which
I wouldn't
he does.
condone the beating, but I would still be in support with Cody and vice versa. Because watch this. If you notice, just like celebrities, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said
exactly.
it.
See, okay.
Spoke it, so it came into existence. You just spoke
For
that
those
into
who did
existence.
not see that in radio land,
Spoke that into existence. Your
Cody
words
just
are
chopped me in the neck.
powerful.
Because we're quick to say the husband beats the wife, but I'm here to tell you, there's some men that get beat for real.
Yeah, she just chopped me in the neck. But yeah, I'll go ahead. I'm
But
sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
but like, for example, you know, because that's some things that's like a red flag for some people when it comes to domestic violence.
Yeah, of course.
And you know, I
Shouldn't
won't be around him, but at some point that person still has to have a support cast, right? I don't accept the behavior, but I still
Right.
accept the person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you are a person at the end of the day, and you need help.
Because we're all without fault,
And
right?
people
Without
change.
fault.
Man, that's good.
And people can change.
Right.
Yep.
I like Laura's comment too. She says she would speak the truth in love, hold them accountable for their actions, and still love them through it.
Exactly.
That's true support.
And honestly, and this is what I really like about Man Cave when we have Man Cave for that reason, you know. And I, you know, again, what goes on in Man Cave stays in Man Cave. But I can say this: there has not been anybody in Man Cave that says, "Hey, I've been doing X, Y, and Z." But when they do say something that we do not agree with, they've either done or whatever, we hold them accountable and say, "Look, bruh. Maybe it was the way you said something to her. Maybe it was the fact that you're not paying her attention, or maybe it was if you're gonna be a friend and try, you know, hold your friend, like she said, accountable to what actually they're doing or not doing, so that way they can make that change to better their relationship or better their marriage or whatever the case in the first place. But I don't think distancing yourself, you know, from that person is going to help them.
Because they're already going through isolation
Right.
by going through a divorce. So
Yeah.
to have to go through more isolation,
I'm divorcing you and all your friends.
Right?
See, that's a lot of divorcing.
But people do. I mean, like, you know, like Cody said, I can see some of my ex-wife's friends or even ex-wife's family, and they look at me like I'm a complete stranger. And like, we never had any issues until the divorce happened.
Wow.
And there are some that, you know, who actually, hey, Ty, how you doing? Da, da, da,
I'm
da,
curious
so on and so
why,
forth.
though. I would like to hear 803-692-6370. Why would you say I no longer want to be part of that person when he's no longer or she's no longer part of the family?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we want to hear your responses. Like you said, 803-692-6370 is the number here in the studio. Give us a call here in the studio. Again, we were just reading a quick letter from someone online, a listener or a viewer, who feels like they are torn between being their friend of another couple, or specifically the husband, that they've become very close to, that they even call their brother, and the wife the sister. But because they are going through a rough point in their relationship, potentially even separation or divorce, he feels like I may need to even separate.
I can say this, though. Now that you said it, because sometimes if you have a more lenience towards one spouse over the other, I can see how feelings can say I'm taking a side. Because if you look at children, I know I'm sidebarring, but if you look at children, it's almost the same way, where children, sometimes they don't have a say-so, but the ones who do, they'll take a side on who I favor more, though I still love you both. I'm favoring dad, or I'm favoring mom, and it's like, you know, where is this coming from? But you got to remember, people have feelings, and feelings can change, but in the moment, I'll take a side.
Right.
So I can see how that happens.
Exactly. And that kind of brings us into our topic for the night, with the ups and downs of marriage through this marriage journey. Because if you think about it, you know, one, you got to think about what is your, you know, where did you start in your marriage journey, right? And where you possibly may end in your marriage journey. Hopefully it's to death do you part, right? But you go through ups and downs along the whole marriage journey. You got your peaks, you got your valleys, you got everything else in between throughout your marriage journey. And let's say that they're going through this, what they believe may possibly be this separation moment, and now all of a sudden you've distancing yourself and you've become, you know, I got to distance myself, I can't be your friend because you're going through separation, talking about potentially divorce, and later on they get back together. And they happen to be going back to a peak point in their marriage. Then what? Then how are you?
fair weather. What is it called?
Fair weather.
Fair weather friends.
Yeah, I mean, like, because then, right, you come back later on, and now you like, bruh, you know, you left me when I needed you most as a friend, because I was going through a point in my life where my wife and I were going through something for whatever reason the discord may have been, and now all of a sudden, because she and I fixed that thing and we got this thing stronger than ever, now you want to come back and be our friend again? Nah, dog, I need somebody who's going to be there for me through thick and thin, who's going to tell me I was
Now,
wrong.
are you saying
or
the
whatever
other
case may
side?
be.
Because, like, for example, if I took side with Cody and now I've never left Cody. You see what I'm saying? So when you guys get back together, I'm gonna be looking at you some type of way, like, dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at you like, well, okay, don't get me wrong, you never left Cody, I got that, but why did you leave me? Why couldn't you have said, you know, dog, maybe you was wrong, or maybe, you know, whatever the case may have been. Not saying that you shouldn't even take sides in the first place. I don't think you should take sides.
So wouldn't you save face and just say, you know what up, B? Hey, what's up, Ty? Glad you guys worked it out. You know what I'm saying?
And I'd
That's
be like,
awkward,
I appreciate it. It's awkward as all get out, but I'd be like, I appreciate it. But I'm like,
but in your heart, or would you actually say it? Though, think about it.
I probably would.
Knowing him, he would.
I probably would. I mean, Laura says it's important to have friends who love your marriage as much as they love you. So it's them friends that, and that's why I really like the group of friends that we have here in North Carolina, because I mean, you can tell when we get together, they're real, and we truly, genuinely like not only just each other's spouse, but their, the husband and the wives, and we love the marriage and their kids and everything else. We, and truly make sure that I really like that group of friends that we have.
I think
the
too,
crew.
because we so into our relationships. It's just not verbal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's time spent, there's sweat equity, there's, going out and taking trips and those type things. And that seals the bond, I think.
Right. Because let's say, all right, so you think about marriage, right? And in marriage, there's like a bunch of ups and there's a bunch of downs. So you got like your ups are making memories together, i.e. going on vacations, doing trips, having kids, anniversary celebrations, all the ups that you could think about, right? And then you got your arguments, or you got your downs. And a lot of times in marriage, most people don't see those unless you have that good girlfriend or that good guy friend that you may, confide in and say, oh, we're going through a period of point right now. I just feel kind of down. And hopefully you have one of them unbiased friends
Right.
who won't say, girl, you need to leave him, or dude, there's other chicks in the sea, or whatever the case may be, but can be a true listening ear to help you work through your situation. But you got your ups and you got your downs, right?
But do you ever have that feeling like, I wonder what they talking about? Like, for example, when we were going through our ups and downs, and I remember, my wife used to have a close friend, and I used to side eye her like, I wonder what you really know about me and what you think. Because girl talk goes a long way. You know what I'm saying?
So does guy talk.
It ain't as deep as girl talk.
It's not. It's not
How do you
because
know?
guys.
Because girl talks, they take the bra off and everything, dog.
They do.
Men hold boundaries.
And Cody, you cannot deny it. You have a friend in particular that probably knows every single thing about
See?
me. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because I honestly thought.
Only those who will give me an unbiased opinion.
Yeah, and I was getting there. Because I honestly thought
I don't
that
have a
this
problem with
chick
it.
did not like me for whatever reason. And if she didn't, that's fine. That's her prerogative. That's her decision. Until Cody comes to
likes
me and
you.
says, oh, believe it or not, she takes your
always in his
side.
corner.
And whenever
That's
you
good.
whenever she comes over to the house or I see her, I don't ever see that. But when
See? That's my thing. I wonder what's going
There was
on.
maybe once, and I was like, okay, I know what she did, and I know why she did that, because she did have my back in that situation. But she's like, Cody's like, oh, she has your back, and she told me that I was wrong and I should have done this, and I'm going, okay, so maybe I have to, give her props, and it's okay that she knows a bit more than I thought she should know.
But only because she was in your corner?
Got that
Really? You see it? You see that?
Round one, because she was in my corner. That's right. But no, I mean, because we do go through these ups and down periods, but then we get these friends, and these friends sometimes don't know the full story, or they know part of the story, or some of them in some cases do know the whole story. And it's like, okay, do you remain friends? Or like Laura said, are your friends in it just for you, or do they truly want to see you benefit in your relationship or your marriage benefit in the first place? Because there are friends who don't. They like I said, there are friends who are, they're haters. They got friends who are bitter. They got friends who don't like your spouse. Friends who are single and want you to be. What they say? What's that phrase? Misery loves company.
Yeah.
So yeah, misery loves company. So you got friends who don't want to be around. And so hopefully your friends are true and they truly want to see you thrive, your marriage thrive, and even your spouse thrive.
But how do you look for that though with friends? Because I don't have a whole bunch. But I listen for certain body languages, certain tone when we say, hey, we had a great time when we went out to eat dinner, and they sucking their teeth like, or whatever. Right. I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you look for?
I don't know. That's a difficult one. I guess it really depends on the person.
But you have to pay attention to the vibe that I'm getting.
Okay.
Right? And if it is that I typically can't pick up if it's not genuine. And if it's not, then that's mental note. I'm only going to share only so much with you.
Okay.
And will probably only engage so much with you as well.
So let me put a quick spin on this, because this is a situation that's happened between Cody and I before. And it may even happen between others out there in Facebook and radio and land and so forth. But how willing are you to listen to your spouse if your spouse is to say to you, hey, I don't think that friend is a true, genuine friend or has your best interest at heart for whatever? How are you likely to listen to your spouse in that case, especially if that quote unquote or so-called friend has been there before your spouse?
I think it depends upon the reasoning behind it.
Okay.
Right? If the reasoning, in my opinion, is a selfish reason, sorry, dude, you got to suck it up. Get over it.
Gotcha. Okay. This is entertainment. Your thoughts?
No, I didn't. I was...
okay, no problem. And because I asked that because, like I said, Cody and I have been through that. We got married and so forth, and she got some good friends that, you know, she called brother and sister and this, that, and the third, and, you know, oh, we've been through this and been through that, and it dawned on me, because I'm a very observant person. Most people say, oh, he's quiet. Y'all know me. I'm not quiet on the show. I'm not quiet. I talk all day long. But, you know, if you know me, I sit back and I observe before I say anything or before I even, you know, make myself to feel comfortable around you. And so I'm observing people's demeanors. I feel like I'm a very good, you know, I don't want to say judge, but judgment of people, you know, how they are. And I sit back and I watch and I'm going, okay, we've had this, we've had that, and we've had this. Your friends have never shown up for none of these things. However, we've traveled over 200 miles to their special event. We've gone to each and everything that they've gone to. But yet you yourself have personally had things that promoted you, not me, but promoted you, and they haven't even attended for you, not me.
You know what's
so
funny?
I then have to say, is that truly your friend?
You know what's funny? That you said that. To this day, there's a certain friend that my wife had. I was just blended in. She never picked up on that ever until I pointed it out. And it must have been her heart, because it tore her apart. Like, oh my, like you could just see, like, and she played it off like whatever, but it's not a big. But I thought it was a big deal once I brought it up, because it was like, and that's when she kind of like, you know, phased herself out. But I was like, wow, like. You didn't see that, but she's loyal, so that shows that loyalists don't look at stuff like that.
Right.
But
a lot of times you don't look for, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. I'm just going.
But that's how the well runs dry after a while.
Exactly.
You know? And it's like, do you not see you being used over here? Like,
yeah. And it's like, you know, well, is your friend truly your friend? Don't get me wrong. Yeah, they could have been there for you in the past, and I believe there is a reason and a season
there are seasons, right,
for everybody.
In relationships,
and so maybe
too.
their season has just come to an end. Not saying that you have to, you know, completely cut off all communication, but maybe it's, you know, I just need to take a step back and reevaluate, you know, what our true quote unquote friendship really is. Because just like there are, you know, there are seasons in those friendships, there's even seasons in relationships. As you, like I said, you go through those ups and downs of your actual relationships.
Is it unhealthy to not be friends with the other person if you're like say for example, if you and I were close, but you know, I wasn't crazy about Cody, or not necessarily that, I just didn't talk to her when I come around the house or whatever.
Say that one more again.
So you know how you have couples, male and female, and both the male and female loves Ty, but like say hi Cody, but not really like the spouse doesn't hang out with Cody.
See, my thing is, you don't have to like everybody.
Like
my
Black
wife,
and his wife.
Yeah, Cody doesn't have to like all my friends. My friends don't always have to
the
like
husband
Cody.
and the wife.
However, I will not be in the same environment. If you don't like my wife for whatever reason, then one, I'm already going to distance myself from you. And if you are in the same environment as my wife and you can't even speak, then I don't leave it to fool with you in the first place. If you can at least be cordial enough to speak. And this is a key example that I'll, you know, from my own history, my past. My parents, growing up, whatever. My mother had a good friend of hers, a very good female friend of hers, that did not like my father. For whatever reason. That reason I don't know. But she did not like my father. And my father did not like for this female to come into his house, because apparently whenever she was around, she spoke negatively of him, or what is he doing? All he ever does is this, or he does this, that, and the third. And so you invite that type of stuff in your house.
Yeah.
You have to, like you said, distance yourself and say, is this truly my friend? Or if it's something that you see as a friend of mine that I should possibly know about my spouse, then tell me that way. But don't do the whole misery loves company, you bitter, so you need me to be bitter with you type thing. You gonna be disrespectful to my wife and disrespectful, no, I'm not gonna do the disrespect. If you don't like her, that's fine. That's your personal opinion. Then you just don't come around. But if you happen to be around and she's around at the same time, speak. What hurt and harm is it for you to open your mouth and say hello?
That's good.
That's how Cody is over there.
Take up for your baby.
But that's how I look at, because you're not gonna walk in my house or be in my presence and be disrespectful to my wife. What you do in your own time behind my back when she ain't around and I'm not around, that's your own personal.
I thought it was bros before clothes.
Yeah, that's before you get married, dog. That's before you get married. After you get married, your spouse got to become your number one, and you got to do what you got to do to make
Are you
make
just
sure.
saying that? Or are you for real?
No, I'm dead serious.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm dead serious.
Good.
I can't think of a dude that I would no, especially come on now, Mr. Entertainment, really.
No, I just asked because some men out here listening like, come on, man, bros before clothes. When the clothes come off, then we, I gotta leave you alone. But as long as the clothes is on,
Oh, you said
we hang out.
clothes.
Yeah, because the phrase goes a different way.
Yeah,
I know that phrase. I didn't understand he was saying.
See,
clothes.
at night, I'm with you, but during the day, your clothes on, I'm going with my boys.
Yeah. But it is what it is, and I think that's why when you actually become married, you actually have to start to develop a bond because and have that agreement that understand that regardless whether we go through our ups or whether we go through our downs, that we're going to stick this thing out. Like you said earlier, Mr. Entertainment, work that thing out with your wife. Work that thing out with your husband to figure out, whatever it is that's going on. I mean, it may not necessarily be for the sake of your friendships, because, sometimes, but, friends do get affected by, the divorces or separations that couples go through sometimes as well.
And it's also a teachable point of view for the friend because what the couple may be going through, the friend may need that at some point in their life.
That's true.
So if you're a true friend, what goes around usually comes around. So if you're a support person, most likely that support will come back around when you need it. So
exactly. So you got to be, I say just be cautious on, first of all, what you even share with your friends, because not everybody should be in your relationship in the first place. But if you do have that unbiased friend that, can truly have your back and tell you whether or not you're right or whether or not you're wrong, not just a yes man or a yes girl, then, I don't think there's anything wrong with, then having that sounding board, per se, to be able to go with it if they truly are a true friend, and you just need to figure that out. As well as just, again, developing the bond between your spouse that you continue to grow together, that you can work things out in the first place, and you two, because I'll say this: when Cody and I got married, we chose to say not no new friends, but your friends are my friends, and any friends that we have from here on out that we should know about and we should feel comfortable with together.
Yeah.
If I don't feel comfortable with your friend or your quote unquote friend, then maybe we need to reevaluate that relationship. If you don't feel comfortable with my quote unquote friend, then maybe we need to reevaluate that relationship.
Now, we saying comfortable as in being around them, or because that person is like super hot, super dope, attractive, and it's like I'm uncomfortable.
No, that's an insecurity issue as far as whether being super hot or super dope. No. You squinting your eyes over
I'm being
there.
messy with Cody. I'm just waiting for her to go, we're not going to do that. But, I like messing with her sometimes. I like
that don't bother me.
But no, in all reality, though, because I remember Stats used to have this Navy SEAL best friend or whatever. And, I never told her this, but he was super dope or whatever. And they've been friends forever. Then all of a sudden, they don't talk because, I don't know, because of me that she, dedicated to me and left him alone. But I was cool with it,
Maybe
but
he was intimidated by your sexiness.
I mean, he had like 9-pack, and he like he
said a
trained
9-pack.
underwater and all that good stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But wasn't intimidated. I thought it was pretty cool.
Like I said, maybe he took a hike because he realized that he was like, dang, Stats got her a good one. I got to step back.
Well, now when I started working out, he disappeared. I'm just saying.
Whatever.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm talking about right
Yeah.
there. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Y'all tell y'all stories
That's your story.
to
You stick
make
it to
y'all
it.
feel
sticking to
good.
it, dog.
Hey, it is what it is.
You
We,
gotta
know,
miss
hey, just because we sexy, and we know we sexy, or I'm trying to get there. Mr. Entertainment said
Baby, you're
last week.
fine.
Mr. Entertainment, he
Get
felt
on him.
He came up to me last week and was like, "Bro, why you standing looking like that?"
He
bro?
was buff, y'all. Like I was like, yo, Ty, I didn't know you was that buff, dude. Like, cause I know I'm pretty, solid, but I'm short. And he ran up on me, and I'm like, yo, like you don't realize how
I did not run up on that
big
dude.
somebody is until they come up close. I was like, Ty, we good? Yeah, we good.
Yo, so the key point of and honestly, sir, whose letter this truly is, I hope you're listening. I hope maybe this is shared with you. I hope you get an opportunity to hear and read the opinions and thoughts of some true friends or people out here who may have the best interest on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter, because we continue to want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this letter, as well as what the three of us have said in regards to your friendship as well. Maybe you don't want to take a step back from your friend. Be a true friend, be a true brother, a real homie, as you said, to him, and as he's going through this rough patch, in his life with his wife, because you never know, they're going through their ups and downs. This may just be a down period in your boy's life right now, him and his wife, and they may come back together, and then what happens? You on the outskirts looking like, Boo Boo the newborn fool, because you done left your homie hanging as he was going through a situation in his life. So if he's your true friend, a true homie, a true brother, as you say he is, then I would say that you should be there for him, in this situation, because we all go through ups and downs in whether it's you're dating, whether you're married, whether you just have a genuine friendship in general. We all go through ups and downs in these relationships. And so as people continue to grow and their bond continues to grow as husband and wife or male and female, you get stronger and as you work through these weak points. And so you might as well be there on the opposite end of that as a friend as they get better to the stronger point. So that's my advice to you, sir. And I appreciate the letter. So again, if y'all have any letters, if you also want your advice or whatever, or want to write into the Ty and Cody on Purpose show, we'll be more than happy to go ahead and read your letter, give you our thoughts, give you our opinions. Again, because what we're about is just uplifting marriages and relationships and seeing everyone thrive in that aspect. But it's about that time, y'all. It is after time for us to go. Mr. Entertainment is about to kick us out. Stats already walked in the building, cutting off lights. So we got to get ready to go. But no, we appreciate y'all tuning in. The Ty and Cody on Purpose show each and every Monday here on WBNDradio.com, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Next week, y'all, special show. We want to see all the men in the building in the barbershop. Man Cave Monday is happening on Saturday, y'all. We want to see y'all there. We love y'all. Peace. See y'all next week. Oh, live purposefully, love purposefully too. Yeah, I forgot about that part until I just saw Cody look up and say live purposefully, love purposefully. But yo, Facebook family, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We do want to see y'all next week as well. Do the big thing, and she's talking about. We want to see y'all in the building. Man Cave for the barbershop. Man Cave at the barbershop. Men, we want to see y'all in the building next Saturday from 12 to 4. That is, and let me give you the address so y'all want to see y'all there. Address 3665 Concord Parkway, Concord, North Carolina. If you are in the area, haircuts, food, music, all that good stuff in between. We want to see y'all there for the live broadcast and recording. Love y'all. Peace. Next Saturday, the 18th. This Saturday, you know what I'm talking about. It's Saturday, Stats. No, I'm joking. Yeah, this Saturday. I would say next Saturday. Saturday.
I want everybody around the world to put your hands together because all the praise